Before we begin, this video discusses medical findings related to Robert F. Kennedy's assassination. Autopsy photos used for educational purposes only. When Robert F. Kennedy was assassinated on June 5, 1968, the immediate narrative seemed straightforward. Sirhan was arrested at the scene, holding a gun, and multiple witnesses placed him in front of Kennedy as shots were fired. But the controversy didn't come from the chaos of the moment. It came later. During the autopsy, the fatal shot that killed Robert F. Kennedy entered behind his right ear. According to the official autopsy conducted by Los Angeles County Coroner Thomas Noguchi, the fatal wound showed evidence of extremely close-range firing, consistent with contact or near-contact distance. That detail matters, because witnesses consistently describe Sirhan as being in front of Kennedy at arm's length or more during the shooting, not directly behind him. The autopsy photos and medical report weren't introduced to shock anyone. They were introduced to answer a basic forensic question. Where did the fatal shot come from? And how close was the shooter? Noguchi documented powder effects and wound characteristics that indicated the gun was fired from very close proximity behind the ear. That finding didn't accuse anyone, but it did complicate the official story. If the fatal shot was fired from behind at near contact distance and Sirhan was positioned in front, then the physical evidence and the eyewitness accounts don't line up perfectly. This is where decades of debate begin. Not because of internet theories, not because of rumors, but because medical evidence doesn't interpret itself. It has to be reconciled with everything else. To be clear, the autopsy does not conclusively prove a second shooter, but it does explain why the case never settled cleanly. The medical findings created a gap between what witnesses believe they saw and what the body itself showed. That gap is the foundation of the controversy. Autopsy photos don't tell stories. They answer specific questions, and in Robert F. Kennedy's case, they answered some, while raising others that were never fully resolved. That's why these images still matter today. Not as proof of conspiracy, but as evidence that the official explanation left room for doubt, and why the questions never went away.